What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be touching on all the stuff from the most recent PlayStation State of Play, the new movie Argyle, lots of Xbox rumors. But before we get to all that, as always, if this is your first time here, then welcome. But if you're a returning listener and or watcher, then welcome back. Y'all know here at Dad Needs to Talk, it's all about fatherhood and family, manga, anime, TV, movies, and video games. So, I hope everybody out there has had an awesome day and an awesome week or awesome weekend, whatever the case may be, whenever you're listening to this. I've been doing all right. As y'all can see, I don't look like a wild animal anymore. Finally went and got a long overdue haircut, but life has just been super crazy and stressful this last month. And of course, with it being really cold, I didn't mind having the thicker hair and facial hair and stuff, whatever. But it was time to go for it to go, whatever. So me and Vash went and got some haircuts end of last week and stuff. So and yeah, just kind of just business as usual. Kind of had a pretty solid last week. Work was straight or whatever. Stuff around the house was solid. Got some stuff done that needed to get done. We're kind of in the home stretch of the basketball season for the school, so we're kind of entering into district tournaments and all that stuff, whatever, and final games and stuff. So, and then we'll transition into maybe have like a couple weeks break or whatever, and then it's going to be into track season. So, yeah, as y'all hear my loud child in the background. but but yeah, aside from that, nothing too crazy going on. One thing I will say and shout out is that it's very dope with the power of technology that we have nowadays, and especially for younger people and stuff, because uh, my wife had discovered that one of my oldest son's classmates, they're in 8th grade, reminds you, he has started his own um, Instagram page and YouTube channel and stuff. Whoops. Hold on. Of course, I don't have it set up right. Okay, I found it. His Instagram and his YouTube page is both called, I believe his name, I believe it's pronounced Arav Shot It. And so he started recording the basketball games and stuff for the school, which is like super dope, because some of y'all may remember a few weeks ago I was talking about how there's somebody that we've known in the area for a while that records a lot of AAU games and stuff, and he'll come down, record your school games and stuff, whatever too. That we had hired like a month or so ago. Actually, no, this was like right before Christmas, and he did a fantastic job and stuff. So, but yeah, shout out to this young man. He's actually on the, because I was asking my son about it earlier, and he's actually on the 8th grade B team or whatever. But yeah, he recorded this and did the clips and highlights and all that stuff himself. So sorry, I don't actually have the full shot on here, whatever, which has his logo and stuff in it. But yeah, I just wanted to shout him out or whatever. Like I said, it's like super dope that somebody that's still so young, and stuff, whatever, but is able to, through the power of technology and stuff, whatever that we have now, is able to kind of start working and getting this experience now. And who knows where that might lead him, in the future, and the stuff he might be able to do because of, him starting off like this, whatever. And like I said, it's just super dope. Because I think I might have mentioned that with that thing, with the other video, whatever, about like how it would be cool if the school had like a dedicated team or person to do this for these kids and stuff, whatever, because that's how stuff is now with social media, and with how just how busy and stuff is or whatever. It's like, hey, you want to try to have footage of your stuff somewhere or whatever. So, it's kind of cool that he's starting to do this himself. And so, yeah, just like I said, just want to shout him out. Like I said, it's called Arav Shot It. So, AARAVSHOTIT. So, yeah, go check him out. Show him some love and support. Cause yeah. So yeah, aside from that, yeah, nothing else too much is going on life wise. Just kind of like to just handle business, just waiting for some stuff to kind of wind up and wrap up soon or whatever. So, but yeah, I guess we're going to just jump right into some of this stuff that I want to touch on or whatever, because I'm gonna try to hopefully keep this episode short or whatever. But let me think. I'm gonna start with the gaming stuff because that's the biggest thing, whatever, and then I'll talk about Argyle a little bit later. And so I'll put the timestamps for everything as I usually do, whatever, so you can jump to those topics, whatever that you want to discuss. So starting off with this PlayStation State of Play. So some murmurs and stuff started happening a couple weeks ago, whatever, about certain things might get shown. So it's kind of okay, hey, there must be a State of Play or something coming up soon. And sure enough, last Wednesday, we got one. And got to see a few pretty cool things. So at least things that were cool to me. So yeah. And I'm just going to go just off of the official PlayStation blog. They just have everything listed in alphabetical order or whatever. But we got confirmation that Dave the Diver is coming to PS5. I think like by this summer or whatever. I think May. It's gonna have some Godzilla DLC, which is interesting. This new Death Stranding 2, now subtitled On the Beach. This trailer was super wild, but super fantastic. I still have yet to play the first Death Stranding, but I will say that this trailer had me just like had my attention gripped. And so I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to maybe try to find some time before this one comes out or whatever to dive into the first one, because I have it, because I think they gave out like the regular version of it on PlayStation Plus a year plus ago or whatever. So I had added it to my library and now I have it. So but yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks freaking wild. They touch on Dragon's Dogma 2. Don't really have any interest in that too much for my personal taste. Foam Stars, I think that's actually out now. But I don't have much interest in it or whatever. But it is on PlayStation Plus. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll circle around to it and give it a shot, but I don't know. Helldivers 2 is actually coming out next week within a matter of days. And I believe they announced that it's going to be getting, I think like all DLC and stuff, whatever, for the game will be free. So they're going to do free updates and DLC and stuff, whatever. So as the game's life goes on. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention with Death Stranding 2, they didn't put a firm date on it, but they did say it's coming out next year. So yeah. Yeah, let me see. Judas. This is the new game from Ken Levine, the creator behind BioShock and BioShock Infinite. So his new studio, his new game. This trailer looks super dope. Definitely get the obvious BioShock vibes. If you didn't already know, it's made by the guy who created BioShock. Well, hey, now you know. And that also has a release year listed for next year in 2025 as well. They showed a couple of new PSVR 2 titles. This Legendary Tales and then this Metro Awakening VR. So both of those look kind of interesting. Rise of the Ronin. I'm already excited for this. So this, Dragon's Dogma 2, and also I found out that Princess Peach Showtime game or whatever on the Switch, all of these are coming out on the same day. So that's just kind of funny. But yeah, Rise of the Ronin, my type of game, still looks dope. I was already long sold on it or whatever, but it was cool to see more in-depth gameplay and stuff of it. But But yeah, so that's coming out March 22nd. Um, they announced and released a free short Silent Hill experience called Silent Hill: The Short Message. That's free to download on PS5. I don't know if it's on PC or anywhere else, but I know for sure it's on PS5. So yeah, I don't do spooky stuff, whatever. So this does nothing for me. Same thing with this. They showed some more footage of a Silent Hill 2 remake. Don't care. Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's coming later this year. Now, the one I love the most from the showcase, we got to see like a 6+ minute presentation for Stellar Blade. This game is way bigger than I think most of us anticipated. A lot of us thought it was just going to be more of like a linear style type of action game, but it's going to have like some like semi-open world or open areas, zones and stuff, whatever. With it, one of the things that I super loved was the variety of outfits that the main character had on in the trailer and stuff. And yeah, so like I said, just a variety of outfits. And those of y'all watching the YouTube version of the podcast, just showing just like a few uh, that they showed in the trailer or whatever. So, but yeah, it was just like super dope to just see that variety in the outfits and stuff. And also, of course, the biggest thing, we got a release date is coming out. I believe April 26th on PS5. So I'm gonna be all over this. It kind of has, like I said, kind of like a lot of people kind of saying it's kind of got like a mix of some Bayonetta, some Nier Automata, and different stuff like that with like the way the action and stuff works, and then with how some of like the kind of like open area stuff with the missions and side quests and stuff whatever go. So, but yeah, Stellar Blade, high on my list that I'm looking forward to playing. They confirmed the Until Dawn kind of like remaster, more like a remake, because this is gonna have actually, let me see if I can find the thing talking about the changes to the game. Let me see, because that was talked about the other day. Until Dawn, where are you? Sorry, y'all, give me 1 second to find this. But hold on, Until Dawn. Boo. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, here it is. I found it. So yeah, they're rebuilding the game in Unreal Engine 5. So new and improved animations, new locations, interactions, and collectibles. They added in a third-person camera and some other stuff too, whatever. So it's like, okay, this is more than just a, you know, remaster. This is like a full rebuild of the game, so which is pretty interesting. So, but yeah, so that's supposed to be coming, I think, later this year. Some game called V Rising, have no interest in, and then Zenless Zone Zero, don't care. But yeah, that's it for the stuff from the state of play. So, like I said, the highlight for me was Stellar Blade, because that game looked phenomenal. And like I said, it was just like, even with all the action stuff, whatever, I was already sold on that side of it or whatever. But like I said, I just appreciated the attention to details. Like I said, I was watching this 6-minute long thing, and every so often they would show the main character in different outfit. It's like, yo, for one, y'all know what y'all doing. And two, it's just very cool to just see some variety and the appearances and stuff of characters that you spend a lot of time with and stuff. So, but yeah, that's definitely my biggest takeaway. And let me see, where is it backlogged? And so this kind of got me thinking, and looking ahead at stuff that's coming. And so, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, I need more games. I need more games. I need more games." And stuff, whatever. But for me and my taste, and just because of how busy my life and stuff is I don't have a lot of spare time as is, let alone to really even play a million different games and stuff. So like how I'm looking at it, while yes, there's still some question marks, at least speaking with PlayStation specifically, on what might be coming in the later half of the year. I don't care. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But as far as like this first part of the year, I'm fine. I am fine because I'm barely able to keep up with a little bit of stuff that I'm playing now. Because I'm gonna show y'all this. This is a site that I found thanks to some people I follow online or whatever, called Backlogged. So BACKLOGGD, to where basically it's a site that you can kind of like track your games and make lists and notes and reviews and stuff, whatever like that. Because I wanted to try to find something that kind of functions the same way that AniList does for me with anime and manga for my video games and stuff, whatever. So that like at the end of the year, I can kind of look back at my activity log and be like, okay, this is what I was playing, this is what I was doing, so on and so forth. And so I kind of made like a little small list of like stuff that's for sure must plays for me on my radar this year. And I'm fine for like the first half of the year because it's like, for one, I still haven't even finished playing through God of War Ragnarok Valhalla that came out in December. I think I'm pretty close. I think I had like one more chapter in that, so I need to finish that up. And then for January, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, still working my way through that and still enjoying it. I just got Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League the other day, but unfortunately I haven't really had time to really play it just because life, kids, sports, and stuff, whatever. So I hadn't really got to touch my game much this weekend like I was hoping I would, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that's kind of my main game for February. Just because I'm not too big into RPGs and stuff, whatever. So I know a lot of people are playing that Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, or that Persona 3 Reloaded, or Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth at the end of the month. So, but those just aren't my style of games. So, I got Suicide Squad and stuff, and then later in the month, there's also Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. This is the new game from Don't Nod, the Life is Strange original creators. That's a action RPG game, so I'm looking forward to that. Rise of the Ronin, just talked about that. Tales of Kenzara Zao, that's coming out. Rise of the Ronin is at the end of March. Tales of Kenzara is early April, and then Stellar Blade is end of April. So I'm good, because Prince of Persia, that's maybe like a 10 to 20 hour game, I think. Suicide Squad, I think for like the story mode, I'm hearing like 10, 12 hours. That's fine by me. Don't know about Banishers, Rise of the Ronin. That's probably going to be at least a 20 plus hour game. Tales of Kizaru, not sure. And Stellar Blade, I can estimate that probably be around 15, 20 hours or so as well. Possibly, maybe even more. But yeah, so I'm personally fine with what I have on my plate for the coming months and stuff. So I don't have nothing to really complain about my gaming needs and stuff right now. So aside from that, I did want to shout out that where is it? That Friday. So PlayStation has done a couple of really good documentary series, like talking about like the making of certain games and stuff, whatever. Probably the first one I ever watched was the Santa Monica studio about the God of War 2018 game, the development and stuff of that game, whatever it's called, God of War. I think it's like Raising Kratos, whatever. super fantastic. Getting to see all the behind the scenes from the beginning through the launch and stuff of the game. Um, Before that, though, they had originally did one for Last of Us 1 called Grounded. So I had just recently watched that in the last couple of years or whatever. And that was really good, talking about the journey of making that first game all them years ago or whatever. And then now we have Grounded 2, the making of The Last of Us Part 2. And it is fantastic. Obviously, and they say this at the beginning of the documentary or whatever, but do not watch it unless you have played Last of Us 2 or you just don't care about spoilers, because of course this is the very in-depth details about the behind the scenes of the game. So there's tons of story spoilers and stuff, whatever, especially a super big one about the game, whatever. So, but yeah, just wanted to just shout that out or whatever for people who are interested in the behind the scenes looks of gaming and stuff, whatever, and especially for Naughty Dog and PlayStation stuff, whatever. But yeah, I watched that throughout my day because it was slow at work, luckily on Friday, so took some time to kind of watch that while I was chipping away at some work projects and stuff, whatever. But yeah, it was fantastic and interesting to see that whole process of from back when they first started, the ideas and stuff of the game to you know, the changes and what, expanded and changed and all that different stuff, whatever. And also, man, just like the insane work they put into producing the attention to detail that they do with their games, because there's a reason why Naughty Dog is one of like these like high benchmarks for game productions and stuff, whatever. Because like if you watch this Grounded 2 documentary and see like the lengths they go through for sound effects, for making sure that okay, hey, if somebody gets shot up against this type of brick wall, okay, how does blood run down it or whatever? Or hey, the clicker sound, like, dude, just like so much attention to like the smallest details that they even admit in the documentary that most people probably won't even notice or whatever or care about or whatever. But yeah, it was just like just mind blowing to see whatever. And then of course seeing how they dealt with delays and stuff, whatever, and obviously COVID happening and stuff in there, and then of course the big leak that happened with The Last of Us 2 and how that just mentally destroyed a lot of the team members and stuff. But yeah, it was super, super good. So I highly recommend checking that out. I'm trying to think what other gaming thing I was going to mention real quick before I get to the other big one. That might have been it. State of Play, Last of Us documentary. Yeah, that's it for that. So next up, I want to touch on rumors. Rumors are swirling around for Xbox stuff. So this started like a couple weeks back or whatever, where it was kind of like rumors stuff, whatever, about like, hey, Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush are gonna, I think like Sea of Thieves for sure to PlayStation, and then Hi-Fi Rush to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch or whatever. And we've gotten more and more evidence, especially for Hi-Fi Rush or whatever. So, but yeah, so the stuff started bubbling for that or whatever. Well, earlier today, literally just like several hours ago, whatever, more stuff has kind of been leaking and rumors swirling around that Xbox is potentially looking at bringing much more to other platforms, including bringing Starfield to PlayStation 5 later this year, potentially. Once again, rumors, which is why I'm going to say this is Xbox rumors, but it's believed that later this year, after they released the that first expansion, I think it's called Shattered Space for Starfield, that after that is out on Xbox and PC, then the full edition of all of it or whatever will come to PS5 later in the year. There's talks of or rumors of that Indiana Jones game that's supposed to be coming out very late this year. It's going to be coming to PS5 probably early next year or whatever, or some months afterwards. What else was in there? Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, let me see if I can find this stuff because I have retweeted some of it on my personal account. Or I thought I did. I definitely thought I did. Maybe not. But basically, my point is that it seems like at some point this month, there's going to be some type of Xbox official confirmation or something about their new plans and stuff going forward in the future. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through and find the information again because there's just been so much stuff happening. But anyway, I ain't got to find the full listing, whatever. Basically, the point is, like I said, lots of rumors and stuff swirling that, yeah, lots more Xbox exclusives are going to start making their way over to, for sure, PlayStation 5 and stuff, whatever. Yeah, and they might kind of be changing their strategy of how they are handling those things, whatever. So, which for me personally, I don't really care because I have all the systems or whatever. I have a Nintendo Switch. I have several Xboxes in the house. I have my PS5. So, don't really care whatever myself, but it'd be pretty cool. Just like more stuff on more platforms or whatever. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as with those Xbox rumors. I just wanted just to touch on very briefly. Sorry, let me see if there was something else. And I think that might be it for the gaming stuff that I wanted to touch on. Let me check. Okay, yeah, that's it for the gaming stuff. So next up, I want to just give a quick shout out to some quick manga stuff today. Because aside from me going to see Argyle, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, I also stopped by Barnes and Nobles and just browsed through the manga section, which I'm going to touch on that stuff in a second. But just wanted to shout out. So I had read volume 1 of a new manga coming out this week called Gazing at the Star Next Door, and it's a romance series, like a romance slice of life series that basically follows these two childhood best friends who grew up together and stuff, whatever, and then the male character, he ends up slowly becoming his acting and modeling career and stuff, whatever, starting to take off. So he's becoming more and more famous and stuff, whatever. And so it's just kind of just following this, these young people, whatever. Like I said, they're I think second years in high school, whatever. But just kind of, the female best friend, having these feelings and stuff for him, but wondering with his rise in stardom and popularity if he is becoming out of her reach and if he even feels the same way that she does. But like I said, it was very sweet, very wholesome, nice read and stuff. And like I said, definitely something interesting to think about because we all know or probably think about something like that all the time, where it's like, the couples and stuff that were together before one of them or both of them were famous or whatever, and just kind of stuck being with that person all throughout and stuff. So, but yeah, just want to give a quick shout out to that. Like I said, that's coming out later this week. The other manga stuff I wanted to shout out. So while I was at Barnes and Nobles, like I said, I ain't been in there in a while. And so always like to just browse and stuff. Where I spend like an hour there just taking my time, coming through the shelves or whatever. shout out to Sabikwi Bisco, the novels for this, man, because I hope to someday get over my mental hurdle for reading novels and stuff, man, because I really want to give this a try. Because for while it wasn't perfect, I really, really still think about every now and then that first season of the anime, just because of the world and the setup and the lore and stuff, whatever, was just so enticing, that I went out and I had bought the first novel of it or whatever back when the season one of the anime came out, which has been 2 years ago now, which is wild to think about. But I just haven't really dove into it because it's tough for me to read without pictures, and so going in and seeing more of the volumes out or whatever of the novel since the last time I looked, they're on six, up to volume 6 right now, and then volume 7's coming out in a couple months. I'm like, dang. And I saw online that the author pretty much confirmed that volume 10 is going to be the last one or whatever. So in Japan, they're already up to volume 9 is out. But yeah, so I already have one, so I just need to take the plunge and actually try reading it or whatever. But yeah, just wanted to shout out to Big Bisco, man. This Joker one Operation Joker. So apparently this is a manga series about basically Batman falls into a vat of de-aging chemicals or whatever that turns him into a baby. And so pretty much the Joker, can't function without his rival or whatever. So now Joker is a single father raising Batman to be the best hero he can be someday so that he'll get his arch rival back. So it sounds like a funny, good time or whatever. So, but yeah, when I saw these covers, I was like, yo, how have I not heard of this or whatever? So hopefully someday I'll get around to to checking it out. Major shout out to Unwanted Undead Adventurer. Y'all know I have talked about this series so much because the anime is airing right now, and then one of my mutuals that I'm following has started reading the manga as well, and I saw the cover of whatever volume that they were on at the time. I was like, man, that cover looks beautiful. Well, who knows? These volumes have probably been on the shelves for who knows how long, but because I wasn't really aware of the series until the anime or whatever, I never paid attention to them and stuff. And so I saw volumes 1, 2, and 6 on the shelves or whatever for Unwanted Undead Adventurer. And yo, like, the attention to detail, the beauty of the art and stuff, when I saw it in person in my hands or whatever, I was like, this is stunning. The volume covers all look fantastic. And then when I flipped into the inside and actually looked at some of the panels and stuff, whatever, I was like, the art of the panels and stuff look super well done too. And I was like, man, at some point when I have more space and more money and stuff, whatever, I think I want to start collecting this with it, because I also was seeing some differences between some of the manga stuff already and some of the stuff I've seen in the anime, and we're only like 4 or 5 episodes into the anime so far. Because like prime example of the blonde haired chick at the guild office or whatever that kind of helps adventurers, helps rent register or whatever. In the anime she just has these two just like blonde curly ponytails or whatever. While in the manga she has a freaking like a top hat type of dope looking thing or whatever. And I was like, yo, this looks cool. And so I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to circle back once this season is over and see what's up with the manga. But yeah, I just want to just shout that out. And The Weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash. So The Weakest Tamer is just such a sweet and wholesome anime that follows this young girl who basically in this world, when you reach age 5, you're given basically a special ability or whatever to use. Well, she gets a tamer ability, but it doesn't have seemingly any stars, which is seen as like evil, sacrilege, all that stuff, whatever. So her family disowns her. People in the village go to start hunting her down or whatever. All this stuff. Now I think about it, I don't even know if I even talked about the anime, but anywho, this happens. So she ventures off into the wilderness, out into the world on her own to escape whatever, and then just begins her own little journey and stuff, whatever. Under a new name, new disguise and stuff, whatever. And it's just such a sweet yet heartbreaking series or whatever. And so, just like with Wanted Adventurer, I found the volume covers for this, and they're just as cute and adorable as the anime and stuff is. I didn't show volume 2 because it had someone on the cover that I was like, that's probably gonna be a spoiler for upcoming episodes, so I won't show it or whatever. But yeah, just wanted to shout out, like I said, my little excursion uh over to Barnes and Nobles and stuff. So like I said, just checking out some manga stuff, whatever. But yeah, so lots of stuff on my radar, man. Like I said, I was browsing through that section, and so many series that I enjoyed the first volume or two of, and I'm like, crap, they're on volume, what now? Volume 6, volume 8, volume 10. So, but I'll get there someday. All right, so now I'm gonna just briefly, and I'm not gonna do like no super big long drawn out thing, but I just wanted to shout out Argyle. So Argyle is a movie, and actually, let me see if I can get. So it's basically kind of like a action spy comedy type of series. Is kind of the best way I can describe it. To where, and of course, I'm not going to do no major spoilers or whatever. I'm just basically just describing the movie. But come on, app. See how when the app don't load. But basically follows this writer who is an author of what is thought to just be a book series called Argyle, that follows this spy going on adventures, yada yada yada. Well, come to find out, the stuff that she is writing is actually happening in real life, and so she actually gets pulled into the spy world, and they're trying to get her to write the next book, the next chapter of her book, to kind of help them get ahead of the bad guys and all this stuff, whatever. And so, just to read off some of the cast of this movie. So the main person in the movie is Bryce Dallas Howard. So Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, John Cena, Dua Lipa, Bryan Cranston, Ariana DeBois, Samuel Jackson, Catherine O'Hara. It's just like a ridiculously stacked cast for what was probably one of like the goofiest things I've seen in a long time. But I mean that as a compliment, because so I was looking at, I was like, you know what? I've been trying to go see a movie for the last couple of weeks, but like I've talked about before, life has just been crazy and busy and stuff, whatever. But I was like, no, Robert, today you're gonna find a movie to go see and stuff, whatever. So it's between this and then American Fiction, which I'm still planning to go see in a couple of days. But I was like, you know what? I need something kind of a little bit more goofy or whatever to watch, and so I'm gonna go and see this. And so, first off, I want to give a shout out. So apparently, this movie was made in collaboration with Apple. And so, if you pay, at least through the Fandango movie app or website or whatever, if you pay with your with a Apple Pay account, and use the discount code Apple Pay, you'll get $5 off the movie. So I already went to go see it at a matinee showing at like 11 a.m. this morning or whatever. So it was already going to be cheap. But then I got the $5 discount on top of our already discounted viewings. So I pretty much only paid $3 out of pocket to go see the movie. And that was pretty much mainly just for the processing fees or whatever and stuff. So I was like, hey, a dumb, fun, good time, whatever for $3. Hey, you can't beat that. But yeah, it ended up just being 2 hours some change of, like I said, in the best way, just like some kind of like fun and kind of mindless, turn your brain off, just have a good time type of movie. Cause like I said, it is goofy, it is corny, it is cheesy in some aspects, whatever. But there are just like some moments that are just like so bonkers to where it's like, okay, what I am saying on screen right now is beyond comical. But yeah, like I said, it was just a good fun time, whatever. So shout out to Argyle. Like I said, it was 2 hours and some change. I will say that first half was like super super strong, whatever, because it seemed a little bit more. I don't know if serious is the right word, but like a little bit more, stricter toned. And then by the time the end of it or whatever, it was some off the wall, zany stuff that was happening in that back half of the movie. That at first I was kind of like, what? But then I was like, you know what? Just turn off brain robber. Just take in all this craziness that is that is just happening on screen right now and stuff, whatever. But yeah, shout out to Argyle. Like I said, just so many people that I just enjoy their works and stuff. Freaking Bryan Cranston and Samuel Jackson and John Cena and Henry Cavill all in the same freaking movie. Yeah, yeah, it was dumb fun. But yeah, so that's Argyle. Like I said, if you want just something uh goofy to watch for a couple hours, like I said, ideally I would say go to maybe like a matinee showing, or don't go out of your way to go to like, oh, I'm gonna go see this in IMAX at the most expensive time of day in the most expensive theater, unless you just have the money to blow. But yeah, it's just all in all fun, good time. And yeah, I think that's it as far as like stuff I checked out this week. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get to play and do as much gaming and stuff as I was really as I really hoped I would. But hey, that is just the nature of my life and stuff. But yeah, like I said, hopefully in a couple of days I'll go and see American Fiction. And hopefully I can dive into some of these games and stuff. I'm trying to think, is there any? Where's my any list? I'm just taking one quick look to see is there any anime stuff I wanted to shout out before I go. Eh, nothing too much I want to touch on this week, anime wise. Um, yeah, nothing I need to go into, whatever. So I'm just still watching and enjoying the stuff that I'm watching. There's already a few things that I've already fallen a few episodes behind on. That I'm kind of reaching that point where life and stuff is just so busy to where stuff is just naturally getting weeded out. Just by me not having the time or like the urge to want to rush to watch certain things, whatever. Because like I am now a couple episodes behind on Strongest Tank. A few episodes behind on Mr. Villain's Day Off. Witch and the Beast, I'm a few episodes behind. Dr. Elise, I'm a few episodes behind. Ishura, I'm a couple episodes behind. And Sasaki and Peeps. But Sasaki and Peeps or whatever, I just needed to go and knock those out because I'm really interested in keeping up with that one. And Ashura, I'm on the fence on. But yeah, so lots of stuff to keep up with. Like I said earlier, lots of crazy stuff going on in the gaming space. Lots of stuff to play and lots of stuff to talk about. Cause speaking of which, gaming stuff real quick, I'm gonna mention. I told my wife I was like, man, next time if I get some extra money to blow, whatever, I said I am getting the girls another new Xbox, whatever. or more than likely what I'll do is I'll finally probably get my wife the Series X and then give my daughters her Series S so that I can kind of weed out these people out of my room, because I'd be like going to chill and rest, but I'm like, okay, if my wife is gone running errands or working or whatever, or taking a nap, then my daughters want to come in and take turns playing on her Xbox, whatever, and I'm just like, I just want peace. It's my day off. I want peace in my own room, but it is what it is. But I think I definitely want to try to get them their own Xbox and stuff, whatever, and get them situated and out my room. And hopefully maybe even be able to snag my hands on a PlayStation Portal soon as well, to just so that, hey, while I'm here in my little space, I can still maybe be playing some of my games and stuff. So, but anyway, enough chitter chatter and rambling. Shout out to everybody out there in the nerd communities and stuff, whatever. Everybody that's out there Twitch streaming, that's podcasting, that's creating, everybody that's out there just living their lives and stuff, whatever. I know life is busy, life is hard at times, whatever. We all got stuff going on, but hopefully we can continue to come together for things like this, to talk about the stuff we're watching, the stuff we're reading, the stuff we're playing, and everything in between, and the life experiences we're having in a fun and respectful manner. But yeah, so with that, I think I'm gonna wrap things up. But yeah, and hopefully, the stars and life align soon, to where I might be able to start maybe start ramping things back up, to start back collaborating with others, because I got people that's been requesting me to be a guest on their podcasts and shows and stuff, whatever. And then of course I got my long list of people I want to have discussions and stuff with as well, but all in due time, but hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, so with that being said, thank y'all so much for watching and or listening. As always, you can find me everywhere at Dad Needs to Talk. Having trouble talking right now, but yeah, you can find me everywhere at Dad Needs to Talk. If you're watching the video version, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're enjoying this on audio services, make sure to leave a kind review and stuff on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, and everybody in between to check your boy out. But as I always say, treat yourself to something nice. Read some manga, watch some anime TV and movies, play some video games, and of course, live your best life. And with that, I am out. Y'all have an awesome day and or week, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.